We're live. We're back.
Oh God, Facebook.
You think you sure we're not? We might be banned.
No, man, we ain't banned. We ain't banned,
sure?
bro.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure, buddy.
Mm.
I'm sure, buddy. All right, we are live on everything that we currently are streaming to.
Oh, it's good. That's the plan.
Yeah, sure is, Grant.
Oh God, you know what? Shut your face.
Yeah, sure is, Grant. Sure is, Grant.
I'm just gonna sit here like a monk.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're already lame and fucking gay, so it doesn't matter.
Hey, you will not talk to me like that during Pride Month.
I will. I'll say what the fuck I want to say.
You will not speak to me like that.
YouTube's
Senor.
giving Prepared Order some problems. Facebook Live is giving us problems, and we'll go live on Facebook.
I think we're banned.
I don't think so, Grant.
I don't know, man.
What's his name?
Talking about Al Borland? Talking about from Home Improvement? I don't think so, Tim.
No, Facebook boy.
Oh, Zuck.
The Zuck ban us?
He could.
All right. Don't make me snatch your chain. I saw that goofy ass outfit he had on.
I like how he dresses like he's 20.
Yeah. Buddy. All right. So let me do the stuff we usually do is like, well, retweet the podcast.
He looks like he says like
podcast.
He looks like he says when you talk to him, he's like, "Oh yeah, for real. Oh God, you heard me."
Yeah. Yeah. Right now, next.
Well, you only got to retweet X because we're banned from everywhere.
X? I always retweet X. What the fuck you talking about?
What kind of trailers you got today?
I got Death Stranding.
Okay, and what else?
And that's it.
Okay, that's fine. Hey,
what? Oh, is that fine? Is that fine for you, Grant?
It's fine. I approve.
Is that fine for you?
I've signed off on it.
We're going to talk about some stuff.
Oh God,
we about to call some people out. Not even do nothing to do with gaming, but we're going to call some people out.
I know that you've been licking your chops for this.
Call some people out. All right, let's get this going. Let's see, huh?
So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you have the floor since this is your victory lap.
Oh, you want to let me have the floor? No, I'll take the damn floor, bitch.
I'm going to let you have the floor for now. I'll give you
take that.
Since
floor.
I'm used to having the spotlight, I feel like I can share it with you a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
I'll share the spotlight with you.
Oh, yeah, Grant? No, we're going to do just one trailer a day. It's going to be we're going to just go through the, what is it, Dawn Walker? The Blood of the Dawn Walker?
Yeah.
Remember that? Remember that, Grant?
That's tight.
You remember that?
It's going to be a good game.
Yeah, Blood of Dawn Walker. Dawn Walker. That's what they call me.
No, they don't. They call you fat loser.
They call me the Dawn Walker. The Dawn Walker.
I can't think of that.
I just like say Fat Walker or something.
No, because I like to make it rhyme where it kind of makes sense. Nothing wrong with the
Dawn Walker. Still thinking?
Yeah, it'll come to me later. Usually I think of the good ones after the podcast, and it's too late then.
Okay, Grant.
The Dawn Walker. No, see, it's too late. I wasn't going. I wasn't good.
Loser.
No.
All right. All right. So let's get into some stuff so we can start the podcast.
All right.
Okay. This isn't really about gaming, but everyone's aware of the 12-day war is what we're calling it now. The 12-day war.
They're giving it a name.
Grant, do you remember when Israel started to first attack Iran? Well, let's go through the events.
Yeah.
Let's go through the events real quick.
Go to the timeline, Ed.
All right. So you guys remember Trump gave Iran 60 days 60 days. He constantly hounded a point. Even as it went through those 60 days, 30-day mark, he kept hounding them.
Mm-hmm.
Come to the table for negotiations. Come to the table over your nuclear program.
Mm-hmm.
He's been saying that. But if you want to go farther back, Grant, let's go back 20 fucking years of Trump saying that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon.
It's true.
20 years. 20 damn years, Grant. 20 damn years. And so he gave him 60 days.
Mm-hmm.
And it came on the 61st day. What happened, Grant? Israel struck the motherfuckers.
Sure did.
Lit them up. Iran, they came back hard for a little while. For a couple days. They came back hard. They shot a bunch of, ballistic missiles and stuff like that. Did some damage. It did kill some people. But then Israel just got they got control over the airspace. Consistently hounded them. Consistently bombed them.
Mm-hmm.
Killed a bunch of, whatever they call the IRGC commanders.
It's true.
That was actually happening in the first couple of days.
That happened very early.
So, as this was happening, we have some people's favorite podcast host or favorite shows. If you're a, say, MAGA person or, or conservative or right-leaning.
Yeah.
Some of these shows you guys watch, let's go and call some of them out, Grant. You ready to call some of them out, Grant?
Let's do it.
Candace Owens.
No.
You are a fucking nutcase.
The mighty have fallen.
Candace Owens, I don't know what the hell's going on with her.
She started really good. Started out really good.
Started really strong. But then a lot of drama happened at the Daily Wire. That's where she used to be.
Between her and the other, what's his name?
Ben Shapiro.
Yep, Ben Shapiro.
Bunch of drama, She left, started her own thing. But she said this was going to be World War III, allegedly.
Everybody said that.
Alex Jones. I actually like Alex Jones. I think he's funny.
Yeah.
I think he's funny. But boy, he owes a lot of apologies.
Yeah, he was sitting there. I mean,
he was sounding the alarm on World War III. Fucking, it's the Armageddon.
Here's the thing about Alex Jones. Alex Jones, I will say this. I agree with you. He's pretty funny, but he is a fearmonger to the fullest extreme. I will say that because every time something slightly happens, it's the worst thing ever. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
As soon as there's any type of conflict, it's a World War III, or if there's any type of disease outbreak, it's the next COVID. You know what I mean? Like get ready for lockdowns or whatever. Like he's a fearmonger. He really is.
Yep. But Alex Jones came out, posted a picture with Trump's face, and then basically a Bush. He looked like Bush, except with Trump's hair.
Mm-hmm.
And then after he posted that, he was like, "Oh, I don't want this. Oh, I don't. He got hit hard for that.
Yeah.
Oh, what if? What if this is going to happen? He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Stop playing people for fools. So Alex Jones did that. Who else? You had some that political comedian guy. I forget his name. He came out. The Hodge twins. Shame on y'all.
Man, I hate that, man, because I like them.
I do too. Shame on y'all.
Like the thing, here's the problem is everybody didn't. Okay, let's just say this for example.
No, hurry up.
Well, what I'm saying is they didn't let the whole thing play out before they started jumping to conclusions. Is what happened.
Well, a lot of this is everybody.
Yeah,
but also the trust issue. All right, Trump's been talking about Iran. He can't have a nuclear weapon. He never talked about putting boots on the ground. And I'm gonna go through a little thing too in a minute. But Trump gets national security briefings from serious people. This isn't the Biden admin. He gets national security briefings from serious people.
Yeah.
Not podcasters.
Sure.
He gets them from 4-star generals. And they can be war hawks too. No.
And people like me, like all my intelligence.
The first and foremost thing is that these generals, they care about the men and women that serve underneath them. They're not going to do something that they don't need to do to risk the lives of servicemen. I'm sorry if you watch all the Hollywood movies and you think the military are one way and it's ingrained in your fucking dumbass brain that you think the military are a certain way. They're not.
Yeah.
I spent 20 years in the Marine Corps. Troop welfare is always the number one priority above anything else.
Mm-hmm.
In all planning, all factors of planning, troop welfare is number one. All right. Now, you had all these guys come out, not trust Trump, saying we're going to go to boots on the ground, like basically F MAGA, we're the MAGA movement. Trump's not the MAGA movement anymore. No, he is.
You saw a bunch of people, I voted for him. I'll never vote Republican again. Yada,
Trump
yada.
he created MAGA, and no one doesn't care who the fuck you are. You're not going to be able to take that away from him.
Correct.
It is not yours. It's not yours. So anyway, a few days go by. Israel is just beating the shit out of Iran. And you can tell as the number of ballistic missiles shot towards Israel consistently dwindles down.
Mm-hmm.
They continue to hit a bunch of major military sites in Iran. Iran's just lobbing shit up, fucking hoping it hits something, They're not aiming at any military target because they have hardly any military intelligence, as you can see from this 12-day war. Then people tell me that... So I'm going to kind of run this through, and then we'll hit the podcast off. All right. The B-2 bombing mission, where we hit the nuclear sites, that was planned for weeks. Think about that. This has been a 12-day war, and this has been planned for weeks.
Yeah.
What's up, Uncle Bucks?
What's up, man?
So... Israel attacking like that on the 61st day of Trump saying you need to come to a negotiating table, right? They attacked Iran and cleared the way. Do you think they did that without any pre-coordination of what was going to happen?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, exactly.
All right. So they did that. So this is a whole big laid out plan. It's quite genius, honestly. And people don't give him enough credit. Because they just see, a certain side of Trump, but he's really not a billionaire for nothing. But anyway, so they laid out the strikes, laid out the path. The United States decided to, they decided to execute their plan, bombing the nuclear sites. They sent a decoy to the west towards Diego Garcia, while the real mission headed east. So they bombed him, got rid of the nuclear program. It was successful, regardless of what CNN and the Wall Street Journal and New York Times tells you, because everything has to be negative. Everything, doesn't matter what he does, there's a negative side that they're going to falsely report.
Yeah.
It was successful. Iran even came out and said they will try to rebuild their nuclear program. Okay, that means their fucking shit's blown up.
Yeah, exactly. You don't say that. You don't say that unless you don't have nothing.
But they won't, because there's a lot of things that I think happened behind the scenes that we really don't hear about. And so he announces peace, ceasefire. There's a little scuffle this morning. That's over. I'm not saying there's going to be more scuffles here soon. Might be. But bottom line is a ceasefire. No boots on the ground. No American military troops lost. Defeated a supposedly major superpower. Iran is crippled right now.
Oh, yeah.
They got some capabilities, some more, ballistic missile launch capabilities, but they are fucking crippled. They're supposed to be, one of our main bad guy superpowers. Not really a superpower, but, everyone was worried about China and Russia. Listen, after the bombing, China and Russia do not want any fucking smoke.
No.
From America. Nobody nobody in the world besides who were briefed in the top secret setting on that mission knew what the fuck was going on.
It's true.
But they turned those transponders on and made sure people were watching that western front when the B-2s went west, that false tracking. And so they bombed the shit out of it. But China and Russia, they don't want no smoke. Russia, man, they can't. They've lost almost 1 million people in fucking Ukraine.
Yeah, that's crazy.
1 million in 2025.
What's crazy is whenever Iran was trying to close off the place where all the oil goes through, what was it called? The whatever.
Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but yes.
So it's called the SO.
Yeah, okay.
The SO.
People don't understand that. Like only 5% of our oil comes from there, but like 40% of China's oil comes from there, and so they were like crippling their own ally.
See, this is another thing, man. People live in like 2002 or 4. I mean, people really do.
Yeah.
Like the concept, you froze up. Anyway, the concept.
My back.
Of let's say they could close us, so they couldn't. I mean, there's no way they would be able to with our, naval assets and everything in the region. They could not do it. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Even if mines, if those ships even started leaving port, they would have been lit up.
Yeah.
But China also said that no, don't close the SO either. Because that's their oil.
I mean, they were getting that's half their oil.
But what people don't understand, you have the Red Sea. You have the ports of Jeddah and Yanbu in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
You have the ports of Aqaba. They don't understand these are major ports also. So if you close the SO, you don't think they're going to logistically route oil through those ports?
Yeah, that's true.
Those ports have been majorly being built up by the Saudi Arabia. And then, of course, all the countries came out and basically condemned Iran for shooting missiles at Qatar, right? So Trump's trip to the Middle East, do you think he just talked economics?
Yeah, no.
No. He brought up the issue of Iran, most likely, to all the people and saying, think about where the Middle East would be without Iran.
Yeah.
Or I would say the threat of Iran and economic dealings and many other things. And they all started to come out and condemn him. So you had a united Middle East condemning Iran just recently.
Yep.
When was the last time everyone condemned Iran together?
I can't think of it.
So it is probably not only was that strike a historical strike, one of the greatest strikes in military history. I mean, dude, they shot a massive ordnance, or what is it called?
I thought you meant like I was like, they did what? The cleaning utensil?
So anyway, they dropped the missile, the bunker buster.
Yeah.
In a ventilation shaft, like the fucking Death Star.
That's what I'm about to say. Damn, that's
people don't understand how big these fucking missiles are, dog.
Dude, that's some good training right there.
They dropped it from 30,000 feet. Of course, it's guided in a fashion into a ventilation shaft.
They're using the force, man.
They literally blew up the Death Star.
That's incredible.
So, not only that, everything else, and now we have a ceasefire. I'm not saying it's going to last long, but Iran has not one American troop lost their lives, and Iran is they're fucked, dude.
Yeah.
They are absolutely fucked.
Yeah.
And do you think, I understand you guys get to see Iran's propaganda, but what do you think Trump or his administration told? Do you not think they know where all those fucking commanders are?
I'm sure.
They do.
Yeah.
They don't want a regime change, but you don't think they know exactly where all those fucking people are?
It's true.
So what do you think they did? Mossad already did this to a couple of their commanders. They probably told them they're going to kill them and their fucking families if they don't stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because remember, the goal you can say, oh, well, why would they tell them that? No, the goal was to dismantle the nuclear program from the get-go. They did that.
Yeah.
That's it. It's over. Ceasefire. But at the same time, when they were to get them to ceasefire, because they're a bunch of dumb fucks over there, they're military. The IRGC, dumb as fuck. They told them that they were going to kill them. They know exactly where they live.
Yeah, it's true.
They know where their families are. I know that's fucked up, but guess what? It's war.
That's what happens.
So, I mean, that's it.
Well, this has been Ed Koppel.
Oh, and where's Russia and China? They don't give a flying fuck about Iran.
That's what happened.
They see those Navy destroyers, and after that bombing, they're like, fuck that.
That's right. It's true.
Because people today don't grasp the strength of the United States military. What they do is go back to the Iraq war during our occupation period, that we didn't do hardly any offensive operations.
Yeah.
But people forget that we completely obliterated Iraq and their army in 2 fucking weeks. We were in Baghdad and we claimed the fucking country. Or we claimed that operation success.
Yeah.
But then they went into occupation, which is something we don't need to do. Regime change. This bunch of stupid shit. I mean, no country could do that. I mean, it's just how it is.
That's it.
But people just will never grasp it. They look at, China. Well, China has, yes. China has no expeditionary concept. You know whose expeditionary concept they want to try to copy and study? It's the fucking Marine Corps.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Every country on earth wants to train with the fucking Marine Corps. The Philippine Marines. Guess what? They don't train with the Chinese Marines. They want to train with the fucking United States Marines.
But you trained some yourself.
Yeah. I trained Iraqi. I've trained Saudis. I've trained Thailand, Philippines.
The Israeli women.
IDF babes. But I mean, people just don't get it because they watch too many fucking movies and they get force-fed stupid shit in the media.
That is true.
They just don't understand the giant behemoth that's the United States military.
It's true.
They will never grasp it unless you're in the military and you see it for you firsthand. All right, Grant.
Well, that's enough non-gaming news talk. Now let's get on with the gaming talk.
The podcast now, guys.
Oh yeah, guys. We haven't started the podcast yet.
We decided to go live and just talk a bunch of bullshit.
That's right.
Bunch of bullshit.
So now
we do have a trailer though.
We do have a trailer, and then we're going to get to the podcast.
For that trailer, Grant?
I'm ready.
All right, we're not gonna watch this whole thing because it's 20 fucking minutes long.
Oh yeah, no.
We're just going to kind of skim through it. All right. Now remember, Rebel Wolves is guys from CD Projekt Red.
Yes.
They made their own studio.
God, this is going to be a great game.
Hello, my name is Daniel Sadowski and I'm the design director at Rebel Wolves. I would like to welcome you to the Blood of Dawnwalker summer gameplay video. Our game is a story-driven, open-world...
Okay, let's read that. In-game footage.
So it's not like
It's not like
The Witcher 4.
Unreal test.
But not real game footage. This is not
But
part of the
actual
game.
game footage. All right.
dark fantasy RPG set in medieval Europe. The game is currently in pre-beta stage, and what we are going to show you is just a part of one of the mid-game quests. It's a really cool story involving legendary swords and a haunted almshouse, but today we'll focus on showcasing our gameplay systems. We're starting on the outskirts of Svartro, the game's largest city and the capital of Vale Sangora. From here, we could head anywhere the eye can see, explore ancient ruins, or sabotage vampire blood transports. But it's not just about where or when you go. It's also about how you approach the main quest and shape the story, making each playthrough uniquely your own. For now, we're following the road. Cohen is on his way to the city's cathedral, chasing leads about a powerful weapon said to be hidden in its crypts. But first, we'll have to deal with some bandits who camped out by the main road. Traveling through Vale Sangora is never boring. The world is dense with quests, random encounters, and locations steep in lore. This will be a great opportunity to show you our combat system. Our goal was to make the player feel like a real swordmaster who closely observes his enemies. We'll begin this fight by using acrid dust to stun one of the enemies. Now, when you attack, you choose one of 4 directions: up, down, left or right, in order to hit the opponent where he is unable to parry. And similarly, when defending, you have to take note of the enemy's intent and the direction of the attack. On the left side of the screen, just above Cohen's health, you have activation charges that will be filled in with each successful attack, block and parry. Once they are full, you can use one of the active abilities which allow you to take a more tactical approach to fighting. We started the fight by throwing some acrid dust, and now let's cast Burning Blood. It's a hex which boils the enemy's blood and burns their skin, dealing physical damage over time.
That's tight. This could be so good.
Alright, time to finish this fight. Let's use the final activation charge to cast the artery attack, which actually decapitated the last opponent.
I like that. That's pretty badass.
This game's gonna be awesome, dude.
Let's look at so you got skill trees, shared perks, active abilities, human perks. Here's a city.
Before, they're putting in new stained glass. The Knyaz doesn't deny the old faith.
Out of my face.
This is the rich district of the city, Silberkreis. There's also Altermarkt, Neustadt, and the Middens. Each of the boroughs in January this year. In order to complete the main quest and save your family, you'll have to storm
Got a map.
a medic, a blacksmith, an armorer, and other merchants.
Ouch!
I don't want to say it, Mum.
It's a prayer. It's what we have to say. Go on.
Why,
The baptism of a newborn is a solemn moment, doubly so. A new life joins our flock, bringing happiness to its parents and to the congregation. Natus ex sanguine est, alitur sanguine, et in sanguine morietur, ego te...
At his disposal. Bear in mind, Cohen has not completed the quest yet. What's more, unless you lose control due to hunger, you get to decide how much blood to drink. You can drain just a bit and knock your victim unconscious, or go all the way and kill them. And if you're adamant you don't want to hurt innocent humans, you can drink from animals and some other creatures. Finally, we are at the cathedral Kiklus. This time we had a chance.
quickly! You've withstood it. Fascinating.
Cohen is using his claws to attack when in vampire form. Bloodguards are dual-wielding opponents. Their attacks are pretty strong. Of course, even when fighting with claws, combat is still directional. Don't worry, Cohen can still use his sword as a vampire.
You haven't lived long.
Only after defeating all 3 of the Bloodguards, Xanthi deems Cohen worthy of a challenge, and she descends to face him. She uses her blood control powers to cast a multitude of attacks, like her blood whips, that hit Cohen from left and right. Xanthi is protected by a powerful vampire
music?
ability.
Yeah.
Once her stamina runs out, Cohen will have an opportunity to strike and deal some damage. But be careful, cause Xanthi is quick to counterattack and she will also try to restore her blood. Meanwhile, look at the indicator just below her health and stamina. It's a timer for the boiling blood skill that you've seen in the CGI trailer. So, if we don't hurry, the timer goes down to 0 and Cohen will eventually explode. And we're dead. Remember, we were only mid-game here. Main quests and side quests.
Damn.
Uncle Buck said I wasn't feeling it to the decapitation. I'm a big fan of decapitations. Yeah. No, it's good, man. I have a feeling, man, this game's going to be good, man. But I like games like this.
Man, it's like making like the atmosphere, the story and music. This is, I mean, it's very Witcher-esque, you know,
Yeah.
Witcher 3-esque, I would say. Very Witcher-like. I mean, it makes sense because the guys that are Rebel Wolves are part of Witcher 3.
We know.
They made Witcher 3. I'm just making sure you knew.
I know.
All right,
Hey,
Grant.
who made it? What other game do they work on, Ed?
I think this is their first game, right?
What other game do they work on? The Witcher? That's tight. That is tight.
Go check out our Death Stranding 2 Collector's Edition opening, unboxing. We got a single video out.
That's cool.
We were live about 30 minutes ago with it.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that shit.
That's tight.
Look at that shit. That's tight as hell, ain't it?
That's good.
And of course, you know, I got a signed letter from Kojima.
God, that shit was just like it's like,
What?
hey.
I mean, straight to me. See, dear Ed.
Said, dear loser.
Dear Ed.
Said, dear loser, put the sandwich down.
Yeah. All right. Podcast time.
Let's do it.
Podcast time, gang. All right. Starting now.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Grant Rowland here with the DMG Gaming Podcast, and as always, I'm joined. I'm joined by my boy, Mr. Hideo Kojima's apprentice himself, Ed Phillips.
Hi.
What was that?
It was a bow, man.
Oh, that seemed kind of racist.
Bow.
Seemed kind of racist, Ed.
Yeah, you want to tell you about Okinawa?
No, it's not racist. Never mind, it's not. God, for the love of God, it's not. Whatever I have to do to get you past talking about Okinawa, whatever.
I spent 6 years in Okinawa, Grant.
Oh, man.
They called me.
No, they don't. Nope. They call you Sumo. E Honda.
All right, welcome to the DMG Gaming Podcast, Disgruntled Middle-Aged Gamers. Let me go over the docket.
Nice.
The docket. All right, we're going to do some gaming news. We're going to talk about Death Stranding 2 a little bit. But then we're going to talk, our main subject today is what the F, GameSpot?
Doesn't surprise me at all.
What is wrong with y'all over at GameSpot?
We can do a whole episode on just that.
All right, we'll talk about GameSpot and their Death Stranding 2 review. And then, of course, we have our top 10. And if we have time, we'll do the random game roulette.
That's right. That's right.
That's right. All right, Grant. Let's get to the gaming news.
Let's do it.
Let me open up our X real quick. You get any bookmarks, Grant?
I think I got a few.
Oh, yeah? You got a few?
I got a couple.
You got
Maybe.
a few there, Grant?
I can't remember.
All right, so let's talk. Let me switch that view. Oh, God, let me hide you. Anyway, we already talked about that. All right, we're going to save this.
Yep.
Going to save that. Already talked about that. Actually, all these ones about the Iran and Israel war, I was just like going after people.
I know you were on a roll.
Yeah.
I was
All
at the gym yesterday, and you're like, "Hey, bro, I'm on a roll here. Check it out." Yes, I saved this. This is great.
All right. John Bernthal will return as the Punisher in Spider-Man: Brand New Day. What do you think
That's
about
not.
this?
Now I don't know how they're going to do this because he's a very rated R guy, and Spider-Man's going to be PG-13. I guarantee it. Are they going to tone
I
him
don't know
down?
about this, dude.
I know, man. Are they going to tone him down?
I mean, I like the concept, but it's the Punisher, man. If you don't got
Yeah.
blood and just massacring folks, you ain't doing them right.
Yeah.
So I don't know about this, man. I think it's I don't know. We'll see. I mean, maybe it's not that. I mean, he's like more of a, maybe 5-10 minutes on screen.
Could they run this?
What did you just say?
I mean,
Can they ruin this? Yes, they can.
Could they run the Punisher?
They could.
I don't think John Bernthal's the kind of guy that
that's
would
what
go.
I'm saying. Regardless of what they do, I think John Bernthal can push it through.
Yeah, but they can't make him a pussy either.
Yeah,
like they just can't. Like, don't run the Punisher because that's like, besides like Daredevil, that's like the only good thing we got left right now. Please don't run it.
Yep. All right. We already did the Dawn Walker trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, go check that out if you haven't seen it yet. We did that during our pre-podcast. All right. Did we cover this?
Yeah, we already covered that.
We already covered that. Is that all the gaming news you bookmarked?
That was all the gaming news we could find. There's not really any gaming news. There's really not any gaming news. The gaming news mainly is Death Stranding 2 release.
Here, let me do this. Here, I'll help you out, Grant. Let me Google gaming news.
But here's the thing: is we don't want to talk about anything stupid.
Well, this isn't stupid. Mind's Eye Development Studio is about to lay off. Oh God, I think they're about to lay off about 100 people. Mind's Eye, the game that just released, they got abysmal reviews in Steam and stuff like that, is about to undergo layoffs. All right.
That's insane. The game hadn't even been out for 2 weeks and they're already firing people.
It's so wild because this game it looked so good in the trailer.
I thought it was like Grand Theft Auto meets, I don't know.
I mean, our buddy Will, who does the State of Gaming podcast, he played it and I asked him, like, he kind of went through it. Like he mentioned the glitches and stuff like that, and he said the story was okay though. The story was, or I would say, borderline good. But he said it's kind of like, I would say, Cyberpunk, but I don't know about this, dude. 'Cause Cyberpunk's a bigger studio behind it. I don't think it can. I don't think it can recover like Cyberpunk. But he did give a overview of it. But yeah, I mean, I just don't see this game recovering. They said they're going to put out patches now. They did say they're working hard to fix it. So,
but the thing about it is they said, like, it wasn't. I mean, the bugs were a factor, but they said the story sucked and like just the game's not good. Like,
I've heard mixed reviews on the story.
Like,
I've heard mixed reviews.
Like, I think here's the thing is I think a lot of the problems are beyond bugs. Like, you'd have to, if you're going to fix it, you have to make a new game. Like, that's what I'm saying.
I just don't think this is going to be saved.
Nah, if it was just a bug problem, then yes. Yeah,
but it's like many other things compounded on than just that. Performance issues.
Uncle Buck said earlier, certain comics should just be rated R. You're exactly right. They should be.
They should.
The Punisher is one of them.
Spawn, rated R.
Correct.
Punisher, rated R. Blade, rated R. All right.
Me, rated R.
Fucking retard. Yeah, right.
That hurts, man. That hurts my feelings. Why are you going to hurt my feelings, man?
All right. So, Mind's Eye. All right, Grant, let's see if any other gaming news.
God. I mean, there wasn't anything to talk about.
Grant had one job. I was like, Grant, go find some gaming news.
I'm sorry, I couldn't find. I'm sorry, I couldn't find all the gaming news through all the. So hold on. So
Let
let's
me
just
hit
talk
this
about this.
bookmark. Oh, I bookmarked 2, Ed. Hey, I
No.
got 2 bookmarks.
What we're
That's
going to
you.
talk about is this. This
That's
is what we're going
me
to talk about.
playing you.
Usually, I can find news all throughout our timeline and stuff, but the algorithm has been hit with lots of political stuff because somebody went on a tirade.
This is why, Grant, you go to Google.
Somebody went on a tyrannical tirade, and next thing you know, we are CNN. our timeline looks like
Whoa.
I saw no gaming. No, I'm talking about, that's what it looked like.
Don't be calling us CNN.
That's what the timeline looked like. It was nothing but news.
Okay, Grant. Well, don't worry. I took exactly 5 seconds to Google gaming news.
There you
and
go.
I got you.
There you go.
All right.
I'll just sit down and this is all a test, man. I'm seeing if the apprentice can overcome the master.
Here we go. There's some more news. All right. Riot shutters Hypixel Studios and cancels Hytale after a decade in development.
Oh, that's rough.
Whoo, buddy. There's not just Ubisoft closing down everything. It's a lot of studios.
Yeah.
Riot. That's a big studio too.
Yeah.
All right. So subsidiaries are closing down underneath these studios. All right, let's keep moving.
You saw that? June 27th, Diablo 4 Campfire Chat, July 1st, Season 9. Damn, Season 9's already... Jesus Christ! Has the last season already been out that long?
I mean, it's been out for a little bit, but the reason they're doing it, because it's usually over 3 months, right?
Yeah.
The reason they're doing it because this fucking season was ridiculous.
Ridiculous as in terrible?
Yeah, so Season 8 basically had... They introduced some new bosses, Belial, and they allowed you to fight Mephisto's ghost or wolf form again.
Yeah.
And but the season was about fighting bosses and boss powers, right? Well, you already fucking did that every other season. You farmed bosses in the end game to get the gear, right?
Yeah.
So that was what Season 8 was fucking about. Farming fucking bosses, which you already do anyway.
Yeah.
Every season. So because they were doing a trend up. Seasons were getting better and better. I thought Season 7 was good. But Season 8 was very lackluster as they just went down a big step. So, old Blizzard.
Dude, why can't they keep the momentum going? Why do they do this to themselves? They do this every time.
Such a big company can't keep momentum. That's a bad sign.
God, man.
That's a bad sign. Especially with Diablo 4 being how it is. It's a good game. It's a good action RPG overall, like with everything put together. So you already have the base.
Yeah.
So why are you not just knocking it out of the park every season?
I feel like Path of Exile shook them. Got them shook.
Shake them. And Path of Exile 2 is they're doing a lot of new updates, and they're about to push out the full release here coming up soon.
Yeah.
All right. Grant. Let's go to the next piece of gaming news.
I actually bookmarked that one.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No,
Nobody can see it. Nobody's watching this. They're hearing this.
All right. Warner Brothers Game Studios promotes 3 studio heads as it focuses on 4 key properties. Games based on Harry Potter, Mortal Kombat, DC Comics, and Game of Thrones. They have the new Game of Thrones game coming out here soon, don't they?
They do.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat sucks. I didn't like Mortal Kombat 1. I didn't like it.
Yeah, they're switching around leadership roles.
Let's hope.
And no layoffs. So that's a good thing for them. Good thing for the workers.
I feel like
the worker bees.
Here's the thing is Mortal Kombat's like a legacy game that's had enough goodwill built up that they can have a failure of a game and have, and then get some more stuff done for it.
All right. Let's see. What else gaming news do we have, Grant? All right. We already talked about Splitgate 2. Did you hear about them? We already talked about Banzai laying off people, but Splitgate 2, the guys who apologized.
After the guy apologized?
Yeah. After they apologized for nothing, he wore a Make FPS Great Again hat, and he did a video apology that he didn't need to do because you're apologizing to people.
They made him do it.
Yeah. Anyway, you're apologizing to people that don't play your fucking games. So why apologize?
Yeah.
You basically just pissed off the people that do play your games.
Yeah.
So, good job, buddy. You made your game a fucking failure.
Trash.
All right, so let's see. Splitgate 2 developer 1047 Games. They are company's co-founders Ian Perlew and Nicholas Gamian have agreed to take no salaries as they lock in to deliver the next phase of the project.
Oh boy, that's kind of waving the white flag. Like, we're going to do this for free.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
I'll believe that.
Here's the thing is, people, first of all, when that move happens, like, let's just use sports for example. Like Tom Brady, right? He makes $60 million a year. He's like, you know what? I'm only going to make 40, so I can use $20 million to get another good player. You know, people don't take free like Tom Brady unless he's just trying to like on his last whim. You know, I'll play for free for one season, and then I give all my salary cap to get good players. That's not what's happening here,
dude.
They're out of money. That's what's happening.
Oh God, fucking Critical Role. Critical Role. They did that. They're famous. I don't know about famous, but they're known for their Dungeons and Dragons, play videos online and stuff like that. And then they did the their animation they did. What is that called on Amazon Prime?
Oh, Vox Machina?
Yeah, Vox Machina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they did that. But boy, dude, did they woke that shit up.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can just literally just look at this fucking picture. I like the left. What is that on the right?
That is not, yeah.
Is that a dwarf?
No. I don't know what it is.
It's not the Brave.
Ugh.
Oh, my God. Anyway, they're doing an armory, the Army of Heroes, Critical Role. Yeah, whatever. No one cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. All right, Grant, that's the game of news. That's game news, Grant.
I found it all. You're welcome.
All right. As everyone knows, the early access for Death Stranding 2 has begun. I got my collector's edition. You can get the deluxe digital upgrade, or you can just wait till the release date, which is in a couple of days.
Was it Thursday or Friday? Yep.
Thursday. See that? See that, Grant?
Norman Reedus signed it.
And I have an extra copy of the collector's edition.
No, you don't.
I do. You want me to go grab it?
No, you're saving it.
I am saving it. But yeah. Look at that.
That's tight.
That.
What was that? God. I feel like you just knocked
inside the box.
I feel like you just knocked half everything over.
And Grant is also jealous of this.
I am jealous of that.
Okay. Anyway, I don't know about this though. This keychain of the character in the Death Stranding, that little puppet thing.
Give it to your daughter; she'll like it.
Yeah, she'll probably like it. She likes creepy things like that.
Yeah.
All right, Grant. Death Stranding 2 coming soon. All right, let's do our DGR.
Here we go.
Disgruntled Gamer Rant. That is actually our main subject today. Let me pull up this image. My friend Grant.
I'm going to start by saying this. Ed, every time there is an influx of great reviews, there's always 2 or 3 companies that you can pinpoint at each time. Sometimes it's all 3 or 2 or 3, or sometimes it's one or the other. But they always got to be contrarian, or they always got to say some stupid ass bullshit, right?
That's right.
Okay. So the Death Stranding 2 reviews came out. I'm talking about they're glowing. I'm talking about people are, everybody's talking how it's a great game. Kojima's a mastermind.
Say, I have no doubt Death Stranding 2 is a good game because it's fucking Kojima.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Correct.
But I always say be wary of early reviews, right?
Yes. I get that.
You got to be.
I get that.
You got to be.
But here's the thing is, when these companies come out, it's not the review. It's not even the game that they're reviewing. Like, it's the extra bullshit that they have to put in the review to lower their score. Right?
Holy shit.
Okay.
Well, all right.
So this time it was our people over at GameSpot, or I like to call them the pronoun proactivists.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Is that
Hey, back to you, Ed.
Thanks, Grant. Thanks, buddy. All right. So
God,
here's the review.
you're just not. You're just like you just can't.
All right. Here's the right now is sitting at a 90
Mm-hmm.
on Metacritic, and I think OpenCritic has it as a 91. But it was a 91 or 2 before GameSpot dropped their 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. Okay. You didn't like the game. Okay. You didn't like the game.
Why do they give it a 7 out of a 10?
Well, Grant, you want to see the review?
I do want to see it.
I'm sure
we're going to read it. Because for the people who aren't,
sure it's so informative.
For the people who are listening, we're going to read it out loud so you can understand what we're talking about here.
GameSpot review. Death Stranding 2. Here we go. Death Stranding 2 review, Grant. GameSpot. All right, let's blow it up a little bit. Their main headline is Death Stranding 2 on the beach is fixated on revisiting past ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sequel.
Yeah.
Did Tears of the Kingdom do it? Is that a
Sure.
fun game? It sure is.
Yeah.
Which limits its impact on being a good but not to great sequel. All right, so everything I've heard from the opposite is actually this is far superior to the original game because of the gameplay addition of more focus generated on the combat a little bit more.
I hate that they said that. It's fixated on revisiting the past. First of all, let's take a game like Metroid, which is the same plot. I love it. It's great.
Look at this wording, Grant, and fantastic journalism by GameSpot. You want to hear what GameSpot had to say?
I do want to hear what they had to say.
The Strand's absurd nature, encompassing everything from the urine grenades to the gently rocking of your controller to calm a distressed baby, was coupled with a rich new setting to unravel. Oh, it's a rich new setting, but they said it's fixated on revisiting past ideas. Oh, no.
Hey, real quick. That thing has a Twitter link. That person's name has a Twitter link.
Well, after
you read this, I want you to click on that Twitter link.
You're
curious.
Getting ahead of yourself, buddy.
I'm curious over here.
You're getting ahead of yourself.
Surely they're not what I think they are.
No, let's keep going. We already know what the story is. We've covered the story. Let's get a little bit to the meat and potatoes.
They're probably vegan, if I was to guess. So there's probably no meat.
Well, Grant, let's get to this. The sequel
but it is Pride Month, so there's probably a lot of meat.
A plan while overcoming hurdles. How about you shut the fuck up? Hurdles is smart. What? God, what?
Nothing. You missed my joke, damn it.
No, you're a fucking lame ass joke.
No, I said it's probably got a lot of meat because it's Pride Month.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
I know.
But I ruined
it. God.
All right. So the sequel retains the tension of executing a plan while overcoming hurdles as smartly as possible. But there's a clear intention to provide high-end tech early on, which in turn undermines some of its unique core mechanics. Well, if I'm doing a sequel to Death Stranding 1, then towards the end you build up to having vehicles and a bunch of good, really good stuff. What happens? Does he just lose all that shit?
You know, that's the thing is we talk about this and like I was just talking about this in Metroid. Like you literally lose everything. Every game, every Metroid you play, you lose all your stuff.
That sounds to me, Grant, like Kojima listened to his fans.
Right.
Because they were like, I don't feel like fucking walking around everywhere all the fucking time. From the first game. It was too much fucking walking. Well, here's some stuff up front. So you can get to the other stuff you want to do faster.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I don't know what to say about that, Grant. But the intelligence and the intellects at GameSpot will tell us. All right. So let's see here. You know what we need to do? Let's read Let's read this.
Let's give the bullet points. The good, Ed.
No, just wait. I am. God, don't get ahead of me. We're learning about GameSpot and their amazing journalistic team.
They have a thing that says about GameSpot reviews.
All right. The good. revisiting the world of Death Stranding. It is exciting.
But they just said it wasn't.
Photorealistic visuals are stunning even on a base PS5 model.
Okay.
Core gameplay is still unique.
All right.
The bad. The repetitive story beats that are too close for the first game.
It's a
There's a lot of
sequel.
new characters.
But it's a sequel.
Yeah. It's about the world in Death Stranding, too.
I mean, I don't want this game to be like Zelda 2.
Focus on weapons and spectacle distracts from uniqueness. What?
You mean
Weapons and spectacle? I kind of want to have that in my games.
So, I mean,
So you're telling me that this Death Stranding 2 has even more weapons
yes,
than Death
please.
Stranding 1? All right. Friction is lost, rendering some challenges superficial.
Wow.
Oh
Superficial.
my God. Thank you for the insight, GameSpot. Questionable? What?
Here it is. Hold on. Here it is. Hold on. All right. Breathe and now say it.
Questionable tropes around women.
Questionable tropes around women. Oh my God. What
is
fuck?
this?
I want to know what the tropes that are questionable about women.
GameSpot is putting their...
What do you think they mean by that?
Grant, surely not.
I
Surely
mean-
they did not put their social ideologies
Sure they did.
in the forefront when doing a
course they
game
did.
review
Of course they did.
as a gaming journalist.
Because I guarantee who wrote this, when we go visit that Twitter page, is going to say everything that I said. Questionable tropes around women. What are the tropes?
Surely not.
Questionable tropes around women, Ed.
Boss fights are unimaginative. We saw the trailers.
Yeah.
We
those
just saw
boss
a
fight-
few bosses. And I can tell you right now, there ain't no game like that with those kind of bosses. Except for Kojima games.
Well, here's the thing is, so a lot of they're trying to paint their opinion as fact is what they're trying to do. Because I would say that the first three are opinion, but the questionable tropes around women is just something that you had. It's like you made it up and you had to put it in there to justify you giving it a 7. You know what? I'm about to do something real quick. You go ahead, keep talking.
All right. So sure, this guy, the person that wrote this. Oh, excuse me. They, them, maybe. I don't know. Are they, them? Maybe. I didn't mean to mess up your pronouns. So I'm sure this person's a normal person, right? Like just normal game journalist. Trying to be.
So I want so real quick, I wanted to find out what they meant by tropes around women. So basically, a trope of a woman refers to common, often overused character types or stereotypes. Do you mean the shit that they put in all these garbage ass games that they make? Like Overwatch, like Dustborn, right? Dragon Age.
Oh, you mean they mean that what women, a very minor fraction of women do. That's what they wanted.
Or they don't like strong women. They don't like basically they don't like strong women, or they don't like submissive women. The damsel in distress, the femme fatale. Stuff like that. So basically, I guess what they're
submissive in this game.
I guess
From what I saw, there's some main characters that are actually pretty legit.
No, they're probably saying that she's a badass, and they want her to be lesbian or something or some shit.
Are they attractive? Did he get
probably
mad?
So.
He got mad when they were attractive.
Yeah, they didn't
look
look
pretty some way. Were they pretty? Oh,
so
did they have a square jaw?
So the thing about it is
features.
The thing about it is the shit that they put in Dragon Age was not a problem. Was not the female tropes.
Oh, okay.
It was not the female tropes, but this is a problem.
Well, Grant, let's see who wrote this review.
I do want to see that. Diego Nicolas
Let's see.
Arguello.
Let's go find old Diego Arguello.
Yeah.
6. Oh, he protected his account.
Can you read his bio at all?
Words at New York Times, Washington Post, Vulture, Rolling Stones. Oh, such respectable publications.
Oh yeah, here we go.
And others. He, him.
There's the pronoun. There they are.
Surely not.
There they are.
Surely not. Common denominator in everything we see.
Does he have a blue sky? Does he have a blue sky link? Does he have flags in his?
And the token blue sky link.
There it is.
Oh, you want me to share this?
Yes, please, because the trifecta is complete.
Oh well, you're harassing him. Well,
Is he,
don't write stupid shit, and you won't get talked about.
No, here's the thing: is harassing you would be talking about the way you look, or talking about your family, or any of this. Oh God, I don't know. I didn't know about this picture. I'm sorry. Like I didn't know that. I didn't know this was the picture.
You could not have guessed that, Grant.
I did not. Like I thought it was the other picture that was on the other page. I did not know this was the picture. Yeah, you probably would get bullied looking like that. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, GameSpot, thanks. Thanks for the dumb fucking review. Thanks for the unintelligent review. Thanks for the fucking common shit that we see all the time review. Thanks for playing your social ideologies in a fucking game review. Thank you.
This man has red hair, and it's okay, but that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the lumberjack shirt with the jean jacket vest over it. That is an incredible ensemble, sir. He's dressed like gay Paul Bunyan. The gay bounty man. That's what he's dressed like. We're going to get banned. We're just go ahead and kick us off. That's fine.
So GameSpot strikes again. This is why people need to quit fucking taking them seriously, because they're not fucking serious.
They're not.
And most of them are not fucking gamers. Let's see, Grant. Let me see here. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Oh. She needed more of a square jaw here. They needed square jaw, maybe some blue hair. Is that what they needed? Is that what it is? Is that why he didn't like the game? Is your mic gone, you lazy shit?
Oh, we're back. We're good. We're good.
And you're delayed.
I'll catch up.
So, fatherly figure. Oh, this is why. The guy probably didn't grow up with a good father.
No.
Fatherly figure. Oh.
The trope of a woman. She was beautiful and she was probably submissive. She probably loved her man.
Probably.
She probably didn't give him hell and,
Oh, she's crying, smoking a cigarette. Women don't do that.
Yeah. I know a lot of women that used to.
My mom used to smoke the
boy, man, your mom used to smoke the Marlboro Reds, boy. Oh, wee.
Marlboro Reds for a
That's
long
what I'm saying.
time. She quit cold turkey.
That's good.
Cold
That's
turkey.
That's incredible. Because some things used to be. I remember we used to sneak them bitches, and them bitches hit hard as hit them. We'd be up and ready to throw up.
Do me a favor.
What?
Leave and come back in.
All right. I'll leave and come back in.
That's so annoying listening to you. And you look like you're in a Asian B movie talking. We need a fire, Grant. Parrot artist, I need a new co-host. Are you a disgruntled middle-aged gamer? Here he comes.
What'd you say?
Oh, don't worry about it. I didn't say anything.
Shut up. Don't you shut up. It's all right.
I didn't say anything. All right. Here we go. Grant, top 10.
Top 10.
Top 10. All right. Our top 10 for this week is the top 10 ultimate moves in gaming.
Yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready.
You know, we ought to change this to top 6 or something. The top 6 picks, or the top 6 pixel, or that'd be cool.
We'll come up with something. Yeah, we got it. We work with that.
The pixel top 6.
The pick 6.
The pick 6. I already said that.
Nobody heard you. Everybody heard me.
The pixel top 6. That's like
No, that's too many words. You gotta
pixel
make
top
it.
6. But that's related to gaming.
I know that.
Pixel.
No, the Pix 6. Pix.
The pick 6. Yeah, I already said that though.
Nope, you said Picks. So sorry. You said picks as in like what you would pick. I clarified it, made it more clever.
All right, Grant. Damn.
Do we want to start with 6? Do we want to do 6?
No, let's do 10. We did 10. Top 6 at 6. Damn, we ain't no news company. We ain't a news channel. We're not the ESPN.
We were at the beginning.
Huh?
We were at the beginning of the podcast.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, we did start at 6 before. All right, Grant. The top ultimate moves in gaming.
All right, so after today, we'll narrow it down to 6.
Yeah, narrow it down to 6.
Okay.
Call it the
Pix.
Pixel
Pix 6. My idea.
No.
It's the guy who came up with the game Gambit.
All right, Grant, my number 10. Grant, my number 10. My number 10 is, this is low. But
We're going to blow through them. Let's just blow through them. Come on.
All right, Knights of the Round. Final Fantasy 7.
That's 10?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Knights of the Round, number 10.
All right. Number 10, Scorpion's first fatality.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's good. My number 9, Grant. Okay. Akuma's Raging Demon.
All right. That's a good one. Number
Fantastic.
9, Bahamut Zero.
That's a good one. Grant. Kamehameha times 100.
Oh, that's a good one.
Budokai Tenkaichi.
Tenkaichi. What's it called?
What?
Tenkaichi. What do you say?
Tenkaichi.
No. You're
That's
not
how
in
you say
Japan. Anyway, number 8 is from Final Fantasy 6, and it's Murton. Someone that kills everybody.
Yeah. Grant, my number 8 is Doomslayer's BFG 9000.
Yep, that's a good one.
Big fucking gun.
That's it. It's a good one.
All right, go ahead.
Number 7. Remember when Killer Instinct came out and you first saw the Ultra combo? That was legit.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, because that started off all the combos and stuff.
Yep. All right, we're on number 6.
Mm-hmm.
All right, mine is Zandatsu from Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
Okay.
Fucking over the top game. I love that game.
All right.
Slices all the enemies in slow mo.
My number 6 is Meteor Vivi Final Fantasy 9.
That is my number 5.
Okay.
So do your number 5.
Number 5 is from Fighter Z, Dragon Ball Z, and it's the Gohan's one-handed Kamehameha. Oh yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah.
Grant, my number 4 is Zero's Final Smash in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Okay.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's good.
OP.
Number 4. Now, this didn't do a lot of damage, but it was cool. And it was Supernova Sephiroth.
And that's my number 3.
I mean, it was just like a movie. I mean, if you're trying to like speedrun the game
forever,
I mean, God, you can read a book, but yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 3. Number 3. Sub-Zero. When he ripped your head off, like nobody was like, holy fuck, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty good. My number 2, Grant, surprisingly, is actually one of my favorites, is the tactical nuke in Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Okay. Well, your number 1 is my number 2, and it's Omni Slash.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I know that's your number 1. So my number 1 is Knights of the Round. That is that is a fantastic. That's the best summon.
I put Omni Slash as number 1 because of the I
get it. You had to use it at the end. You had to use it at the end. I get it.
It's just so.
It's like the perfect finishing. It's like the perfect finishing move. I get it.
Yeah.
You
fuck Sephiroth up, dude.
You do. But Knights of the Round's fucking bad, dude.
Didn't you like with the first time you went down there? You got beat, you got killed or something.
Yeah,
didn't you?
Yeah,
You-
yeah.
I don't even think you said you didn't even have Omni Slash then.
No, I
didn't you?
had no, not the first
Or you
time.
didn't
no.
have it or something.
No, I didn't have it. I had it, but I didn't have it like.
Or you didn't use it or something. Like
my
that.
my level wasn't high enough.
Oh,
You know what I mean? So I couldn't. I didn't. Whatever. I don't know.
what a loser!
That was a long time. I know. But dude, Knights of the Round is the best summon ever.
It's the best summon. Yeah, I agree.
All right, so that's the top 10.
That's the top 10. Grant, we got time for a random game roulette.
We do have time for a random game roulette.
We'll make it quick.
Yeah, we'll do
Good
it.
little 5 minutes. Good
Yeah.
little 5 minute. All right, Grant, let's do it. Let's get old. Let me go to AI real quick, and then let me pull up that graphic. Let me pull up that graphic real quick, Grant. Let me pull that graphic real quick, Grant. All right, random game roulette. All right, random game roulette. This is our last segment of the podcast. This is where we ask AI.
What?
AI.
Ask who? Ask who?
AI to give us a random game from any era or any console.
All right.
And we either know about it or we learn about it.
This could be a terrible game. We already know.
Hmm?
Yeah, it's gonna suck. This is about to be bad. No, it's about to be real bad.
All right, give me a random video game from any era or any console. All right. Uh-huh. Nice. Nice. Do you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, you're just staring down like a little
No,
bitch.
I didn't know. I didn't know what you were doing.
Like a bitch.
Oh,
Like a bitch.
like a biatch.
All right, Grant.
Finally, a good one.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No, I'm for real.
It's ass.
No, I'm serious.
It's terrible.
I'm serious, Grant. You ready?
Charles, what's up, man? I don't know. I don't know. We've seen you before, man. What's up? Welcome.
Charles Lee 54. What up?
Welcome. You're actually at the end of our podcast, or
Last segment.
Yeah, the last segment. But man, we'll be back Friday, man. Show up, hang out.
Yeah. All right, Grant. Time for one of the greatest games ever made.
Oh god, this is gonna be terrible.
What are you talking about? No, I'm serious.
Was
is
this like
a good game.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
No, I'm serious. It's a legit game.
Okay. It's not. It's just about to be terrible.
No, I'm serious, man.
It's just about to be garbage.
You might remember this game. You might remember the game, Grant. Grant, you might remember the game, Grant.
I don't know if I will or if I won't.
Oh no. It's God, they have horrible pictures of it.
I mean,
Anyway,
it's like an old ass game.
Yeah, so let me pull this picture up, Grant. This is our random game that AI chose for us. One of the best games ever made. All right, let me know when you see that.
Socket?
Yeah, Socket, the Time Dominator.
Oh,
Sega
God.
Genesis.
Fucking terrible.
Let's
Garbage
learn.
game.
All right, so let's Socket the Time Dominator for Sega Genesis. Random facts. Anyone played this game on Sega Genesis?
No, I guarantee nobody's played this game.
Also
Charles, no,
known
this is
simply as Sonic.
Charles. No, this is
or
a gaming
Socket.
podcast. We just talk about different gaming stuff.
Yeah, it's a gaming podcast.
But we do stream stuff. We're just
We
not
talk
streaming
about random stuff a lot.
Yeah.
We also we have a, if you want to go check out one of our videos on YouTube called the we just did a unboxing of the Death Stranding 2 Collector's Edition, if you like that sort of stuff. Anyway, Grant, random facts about Socket.
Oh God.
It's a Sonic clone with a twist. The
Yeah,
game is
that-
often called Sonic the Hedgehog clone.
No.
Well, that's original.
Right.
Due to his fast gameplay, loop-to-loop tactics, and level design. But instead of a hedgehog, you play as a robot duck named Socket. Time
made
travel
this game?
theme, Grant. The game features time travel levels that take players through different eras like the prehistoric age, ancient Egypt, and the Middle Ages. and futuristic zones.
Like, here's the thing: is like I would understand if this game was made by like Nintendo as like a thing for against Sonic, but why would the same company make the same rival game? Like, why would you make a rival person?
Anyway, shut the fuck up. Unique power mechanics. Socket runs on electric energy, which depletes over time. You have to keep moving fast and collecting energy plugs to stay alive. Add an extra layer of pressure. Developed by Vic Tokai. It was created by Vic Tokai, a lesser-known developer also responsible for games like Clash and Demon Head and Decap Attack.
That all sounds like terrible games. All three of them sound like trash.
Late Genesis released in 1993, it came out at a time when Genesis was already full of mascot platformers, making it easily overlooked. Visual overload.
I'm sure that's why I was overlooked. I guarantee that's why I was overlooked, right?
Yeah, it sure was. Visual overload. Critics at the time noted the game's vibrant and chaotic graphics, with tons of flashing lights and backgrounds that could be visually overwhelming. Same boss every time. Every time zone in the game ends with a battle against the same boss.
To be
mad
fair,
scientist who changes costumes.
to be fair, they did that. So this was trying to be like Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah. All right.
Oh God.
Let's keep going. Rare and forgotten. Socket never got a sequel or port and remains forgotten oddity from the Genesis library, making a fun find for retro collectors.
Yeah, Socket does sound horrible. Socket sounds wretched.
Grant, you ready for that gameplay?
Why does even the photo looks old? Like it just looks dusty.
All right. We'll do gameplay for a little bit to see how the game is. Socket, the Time Dominator. Oh, they have an OST version? Oh, no, original soundtrack? Oh, boy. Oh, boy, Grant. Sega Genesis gameplay. Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit, Grant. All right, so let's pull this up. You ready? You ready for that beautiful gameplay footage?
Oh, God.
All right, let me
probably looks exactly like Sonic.
It probably does. All right. Let me know when you see that.
Mm-hmm.
You see it, Grant?
I see it.
All right. See you, Charles. Thanks for joining.
Appreciate you, ma'am. Oh my God, it looks exactly like Sonic.
It's Sonic.
This game is terrible. Like, this is like a bad knockoff.
Just lost.
This is bad. This reminds me of a game like... This reminds me of a game that my parents would get me if they were out of Sonic.
What was that?
I said, this reminds me of a game my parents would buy me if they didn't have Sonic. They would buy me this.
All right. That's the podcast.
That's the podcast. Oh, Victor Kai, or whatever his name is. Socket.
All right. Well, that's the podcast. Go check us out. Any social media platform. Just search DMG Gaming Podcast.
Yep. Go follow us on all social media. We're there. We're
check out our videos on YouTube.
Yep. We got a lot of videos
like
on
our
YouTube.
Unboxing of the Death Stranding 2 Collector's Edition and other things, such as we did the Magic Gathering and Final Fantasy unboxing.
Right. Also, we have we're live every Tuesday and Friday, so come join us on Facebook around 3:30ish Central Time. 4. It kind of fluctuates, and we usually put it on Twitter if we had to cancel or something like that because life does happen sometimes. But anyway, guys, Eddie, anything else to add?
I do not.
All right, guys, we'll see y'all Friday. Peace.
Peace.